Hello, teachers and students. Just going to show you real quick the Drive account for your Google Apps for Education Columbus School account. Okay, I know I'm in Drive because if I look up at the Google bar, I see that Drive is highlighted. I know I'm in my school account because I see the school icon, and if I see my email address, I see how I'm logged in. In this video, by the end of it, you should know kind of how to organize your Drive in little ways, what the menus do, and how you create and share a document. And if you know how to create and share a document, you can create and share a presentation, a form, all of that good stuff. So let's get going. You can see this is my Drive, okay, and these are the folders that I have and some things I've created that I have not yet put in to a folder. It tells you if something is shared. Right now, the default setting is when you create a document, it's automatically shared within the Columbus School domain, but I have yet to find those items, so there's something that we're kind of working on to figure out how those can get to everybody automatically. But if we look over here, obviously the very first button that we see here is Create, and this little disk with an up, or hard drive with an up. So when we click on Create, we can create a folder, document, presentation, spreadsheet, form, or drawing, or there's more apps to connect to. Let's not worry about that right now. I'm not going to go into that. So let's go real quick for a document. Okay. So this is, I'm going to do this. I'm going to click on Document. So right now it's uploaded. It's creating basically a, kind of like a Word document for me, but I'm on the cloud. I'm on the internet. So if I'm doing this and I'm trying to do this without an internet connection, then it's not going to work. Very first thing you'd want to do is title your document. So it always defaults to untitled document. So you just click on that and write a title. Document for video. Okay. And right here, it's pretty much the same. Anything that you would do with Word, you basically can do with Google Docs. It's not as, it doesn't have as many options, but I think all the important stuff it has. And just the other thing I want to show you right now is here, this little blue button is really important, and this blue button appears on anything you do on Google Drive. So if you click on that, what that's doing is that's sharing it, and you have some options. Right now there's this link, and what you can do is if you just want anyone to be able to access it with that link, you can put people at the Columbus School with the link. And again, right here, this is the default where anyone at the Columbus School can find access, but again, I've been having some problems with that, so I wouldn't worry right now. Another important thing is what do you want them to be able to do? View it, comment on it, or edit it. Okay, so if you click on edit, they can do anything. They can change anything that you want. But let's say that, let's see. I want to add some people or groups from my contacts to be able to work with me. So remember that social studies? I don't know if you watched the first video I had. I made a social studies group. So let's say I'm doing a project with them, and I just want them to be able to work on this document with me. I can just type in that group name, and I want them to be able to edit, and I'll notify them via email. And you can actually add a message to them. So hey, this is our document that we're going to use for our assignment, and then you would just click share and save, and they would automatically get an email and a link to this document. I'm not going to do that right now because they wouldn't know what I was talking about. So let's just click on done. So that's that. When you go back to your Drive, you see it's there. Okay, this is the link to the document. I do have it still open. I can close it and nothing really bad will happen. If I wanted to now take this document, I've highlighted it, and move it, I can move that document to my different folders that I have. So I have a folder called School, so I'm going to move it there. So now it's been moved to School. Maybe that's a really important document for me, and I don't want to get lost in the shuffle. So document for video, here it was. So maybe I'm going to star it. If I star something, it means it's really important, and I'll show you what that happens over here. Let's go back to my Drive. So if I go over here, this has my folders in it. The little drop-down menu or the drop-down icon gives you some ideas. If you have folders within the folders, it gives you that as well. So you can see kind of how you've organized it. shared with me. If you click on that, anything that anyone shared with you, so if your teacher has shared something with you, or your students have shared, or some other team members, or myself, this is where it would be. So if I would have sent that document to all those people, then they, in their drive, they would have seen that document already. And here's that starred. So here, if you star just important things, it would make no sense to star everything. So if there's things that are really important that you want to use, like templates or instructions or rubrics, then star them, and they would be in this kind of starred area. Recent is good. So if you can't remember what you had just, the name of the document you just worked on, but you know it was a little bit ago, you can click on that. And it kind of gives you all this, that, and the other stuff. I'm not really going to get into that. Feel free to click on stuff and explore it to kind of get to know it better. But again, not going to really do that right now. And if I go to my drive again, here in this top search bar, if I remember the name of any document, what was it? Video? Document for video. There it is. So even though I just typed in VED, it looks for everything that I have that has those initials, just like in the email account. So it's pretty intuitive, pretty knowledgeable, and so if you just remember a part of your file name, you'll never lose anything. So it's pretty awesome. And again, this is up on the cloud. This is accessible from any computer you log into. You'll always have your stuff, which is always nice to have. The last thing I'll show you today, and again, I'm not really going to go into these options over here. This is just kind of how you want to see things. Again, I will show one thing. This upload settings, okay? This is important. So here, let me go back. Anytime you see the gear on the Google websites, they have this. This is your settings. So if we go to the drop-down arrow, these are just for displaying. And here, this is this upload settings. This is what I wanted to show you. If you, okay, let me say this. Each person that uses Google Apps for Education has 25 gigs of space. That's a lot of space. But I mean, that counts email and docs. So if you upload documents like Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, and you keep them as Word documents or PowerPoint presentations, then they will count against your storage. If you format them, or if you change them, if you convert them to a Google Docs format, they will not count against your storage. I know, you could literally make an unlimited amount of Google documents and it will not count against your storage, which is pretty awesome. So make sure this either convert uploaded files to Google Docs format is clicked, or confirm settings before each upload. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to click on that, and I want to upload maybe a file I was working on my computer at work or at school, and I just want to be able to have it. So let's see. Libraries, documents. So this PowerPoint I wanted to work on. So I'm going to open that. And again, since I have confirmed settings before each upload, I get this window that comes up. And yes, I do want to convert this. So I'm going to start my upload. And it'll start uploading here. It'll tell you how long it's been and if you're converting it or not, which is nice. And through the magic of editing, it's already completed, yay. And so here, again, it just kind of appeared on my drive. And I know it's a Google presentation because the icon has changed. If we look here, this P is for PowerPoint, and now this icon, if we click on Create, is for the presentation, okay, for a Google app. And again, for presentations, for drawings, for spreadsheets, all of that, once you share it, people can work on it simultaneously, and it's one of those great things about Google Drive. I think that's all I'll talk about today. Hopefully you now know how to just create documents, upload, make folders, shift things around, know how to find your documents that you work on, and know how to share it. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. See you.